Oh, my burger. I'll still eat it though.
Yeah.
What a way to start the podcast. Thank you. I thought we'd do that while we were waiting for a bus. Just in a moment, you lose respect there. Hold that. I'm gonna eat my burger off the ground.
Like a man.
Yeah.
So, for you wondering why we're at a bus stop and a bus station, we are actually not in Brisbane this week.
Yeah. Can I
Where
have a
are
Coke?
we, Stuart? You fucking...
What is it, Stuartville? Was that what it was being called?
Yeah, it's like Smallville, but more Stuart.
Once you buy all the property, yeah, it'll be yours.
And Ryan and I have been buying a lot of properties here.
They're on a spree.
And I'll get rid of that hair and that piece of grass.
Why is there so much hair on the floor?
Because I'm here, Stuartville. Okay, so we're all eating lunch. So Ryan, first of all, what do you think of the town?
Quaint. If we're going to put in one word, it's very quaint. But no, I quite enjoyed the whole experience. Radio was quite cool. The fact that we walked all fucking 4 corners of the town.
Yeah. And what about you, Jesse?
A lot of walking in this town.
Christopher?
No, just walking.
Hello, Jesse.
Welcome to
It's
Warwick.
it's a town of churches and walking, so obviously it's my favourite place in the world.
Well, that's good because we're going to be coming back here every single day for the next 2 years.
No, we're not.
Every day.
Every day.
We're gonna get a 2.5 hour bus ride to here and then back.
Yep.
Every day.
Mhm.
What's the fucking point?
So we are coming from Warwick, live-ish, live now, not live for you.
Uh-huh. It's live for me, damn it.
And I'm noticing how much sunburn you have, Jesse.
Yes.
Just now.
Well, I didn't bring a hat to the country. That was
Right,
my first
come on.
mistake. I didn't take sunscreen to the country. That was my second mistake. And I walked for I would say 10 hours plus just this weekend. So that's my third mistake. And coming here, in general, trusting Stuart with my well-being, that's the fourth one.
Cool. Well, yeah. Let that be a lesson to you in the future.
Never trust Stuart.
Me personally, it's great to get back to my hometown. I love it every time I see it. Just something, whether it's just a simple tool shop that's still here from all those years ago when I was growing up. It's just nostalgic. I feel really happy. I'm even getting in here. I was really excited just coming over the bridge.
He was giddy as a schoolgirl.
Even giddier. And yeah, it's one of those things where it's just you don't really know how you're gonna feel until you get here, and then I was almost worried. I was like, oh no, what if I go back and it's just nothing, or everything's knocked down? But no, everything's pretty much the same. Just a few minor changes.
There are a couple things that are knocked down today.
Yeah. He took us to the bad side of town.
Yep.
The other side of the tracks. That was an experience.
Yeah, you didn't get bashed.
We didn't, because we had Stuart the fearmonger with us.
Oh yeah, the fearmonger. Everyone's scared of me. Speaking of which, you guys would have learned a bit about my past this weekend.
Yeah.
What do you think?
We learned why you're such a stubborn prick.
Pretty much.
And we learned why that never punch Stuart, because he'll just punch you back harder. Because that's what they teach you in Warwick.
Mm.
And we also learned why he doesn't fucking study for school at any point.
Yeah.
Punishments out here were actual punishments, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Standing outside the class isn't a punishment to Stuart. It's this is how I get out of work, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently we just got soft punishment in the city.
You fucking soft. Yes,
Soft.
kid.
Oh.
I mean, Ryan would still be a country kid if Coffs Harbour existed.
Apparently he
I'll
doesn't.
burn.
Again, the burns.
Yeah.
I'm actually wrapped up in bandages. That's how many burns I've got.
This burger doesn't taste terrible.
They can't, though, Stuart. It's in the country.
So, first item on the agenda. What do you guys think of the radio?
Oh, that fucking radio. It's more interesting when you're there than it is on TV. getting the whole like the experience, as Matt would say, of the radio.
The Warwick visual novel experience
Yeah.
is complete with the radio.
Warwick's a very weird place, though.
Now you might be noticing that other Macca isn't here, and that's because he's not cool enough.
It's because he's a bitch.
Yeah. And because of his bitch ass nature, he's just not allowed in the town. He's not hard enough. So he had to stay out.
I'm always hard enough.
Yeah, Jesse was fucking willing to walk 10 hours in the sun and get sunburned. He knew it would happen. He walked it anyway.
Fucking fat radio guy, like, yeah, let's fucking go.
He has blisters all over his foot. Like, I don't even know
Just
how
one.
he's walking.
I'm a man.
Yeah, well, there you go.
You develop manliness.
You see, that's why he was allowed to come in. That's why the people in, the Warwick border, they're just like, let him in, man. Let him in. I sense that there's something in here. That Warwick will test him, and he will prove successful.
The man trials of Warwick.
And then pretty much when Macca tried to get in, they're like, get your artsy bullshit out of here, mate. Take your pictures of Jeff Hardy somewhere else.
But we're similar creatures. And there's like, fuck off.
And they let Ryan in through his disguise.
Yeah.
Because Ryan has been wearing a
Disguised
cowboy hat.
He disguised as an American tourist.
My James Storm cowboy hat.
He's been wearing that all weekend. And
Right now-
somewhat sensibly, because he's not sunburned on his, like, where it was covering,
Yeah,
just
but-
everywhere else.
He's still fucking dumb.
You pay me out because I wear my Hulkamania t-shirt?
That's part of it. He's wearing a fucking Hulkamania t-shirt.
So, let's talk about the experience that was finding our accommodation.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, fuck. So we get off the bus, we walk, what was it, one street over, which is the main
Okay,
street.
first, the most important thing is our luggage. I have just a duffel bag just stuffed full of clothes and twisties and just fucking noodles. Fucking Ryan has just a swag bag, like an actual swagman's fucking. I don't know how you fucking own that shit.
Army disposal.
And then he has a fucking like another bag which like it's like fucking expensive cameras and it's like he still hasn't drunk that fucking coke.
I'm gonna drink it, alright? I'm saving it for the bus ride home.
God, is that
You bought it on a bus ride here.
Jesus Christ. And then Stuart brought his laptop, but like his laptop won't fit in the bag he chose, so it just jammed against his thigh the entire way. Until we're like, we can't do this, so he finds a trolley on the side of the road. It's like, fuck it, we're using this.
You're missing the important part. Like, we saw the parade that they had, and then we go to the park. We're on our way to the park though, there was this mother with 2 kids, and she just starts yelling, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is she yelling at us? And she goes, oh, well, I can't repeat what she said because it's pretty. It's like, oh, get out of here, you see, you pedophile see, and this guy just like walks across the road. He's like, yeah, you keep walking, you get hit by traffic.
Yeah.
And we're just like, we keep walking, and we walk to the park to stop for a break. And there we see him.
Who do we see?
We see him there,
Yeah.
just sitting on the
You're just sitting by himself on a fucking bench, just looking at children.
yeah, like
Oh.
Stuart's just like not helping your
Not
reputation.
helping your case, mate. Yeah. So it's like, anyway, so we found this trolley on the side of the road. As, you'll want to find in Warwick. And we're like, okay, well, we're going to push this up to Warwick Road. Now, the normal way, which is very, very steep, was going to be closed off because they're bringing the horses down to the rodeo. So we're like, okay, we're going to take the left, which is, you're still going up the same hill, just in 3 layers, like 3 streets, each street having a new hill.
And 3 times as long as well. You mentioned that shit.
It's like
Yeah.
an hour and a half.
I want you
This
to
is
imagine.
midday.
Yeah, I want you to imagine during the midday sun, at about 37 degrees,
It's the Australian sun.
beating down on you, and we had, so what is it, 1 bottle of water between us,
Yeah.
because like,
2, I had one.
oh yeah, 2 there.
Because I kept it there.
I was wearing a flannel to avoid the sunburn that inevitably came and took me.
And I was wearing a leather jacket because I'm cool.
You're a fucking idiot. That's what you are, Stuart. He didn't sweat once though. He's just walking down the fucking road in his leather jacket in the middle of like the fucking sun. It's like, nah, it's fine.
This is too cool.
Too cold.
Stuart, yo.
But yeah,
No, man.
So we eventually get there and we almost died. We were like so exhausted and we still went out for walking after that.
Yeah, thanks for that day. We were walking until the sun went down, and it was like, okay, let's go up that hill. We were like,
Man.
Fuck.
we get the hill. It's like 11. We're like, we're done. We just go in bed. Like we just disappear until
what?
like.
That night when we got home, it was 9 o'clock when we all
Really?
went. Yeah.
I thought it was fucking 11.
Nope. 9 o'clock when we all went to bed.
Jesus. Yeah, that's what walking does for you. Don't walk, kids. It's bad for your health.
Oh man.
You do the walk.
Shut up.
Walk over.
Did you get much sleep that night, Ryan?
Yeah. Yeah. To a point. Like you got over 6 hours.
Oh god. There's either cops or
I think it's a fiery.
bushfire season.
Oh shit!
Oh, if you hear me. You know?
Breaking news: if you hear about a giant bushfire that kills 3 backpackers, that's us.
Yeah. We were there.
Yeah. We were watching them die.
For a second there, I thought it was like breaking news. Scott Steiner in Australia.
Scott Skyner.
That would be
Stuart and Warwick.
amazing.
So pass me that sundae that looks melted.
Yes. And want the spoon as well. And
Did I want the spoon?
yes.
Where'd you drink that actually?
But anyways, so because Jesse, who's known for his snoring, literally woke us up
Yeah.
when we finally got
so,
to sleep.
so when I got in, I was like, I'm done. I took off my shirt, changed into my singlet, and just laid on the floor. And that's where I stayed for the rest of the night.
Not on the mattress, just on the floor.
Yeah, so like, that increases your snoring if you don't know. Apparently I was just yelling in my sleep with snoring.
It was that loud.
It was so loud that I told Jesse that morning 3 steps. I said, I went through, first it was like acceptance that it's just Jesse snoring. And then it was like, I'm gonna fucking kill Jesse. Because like, I can't explain it to you guys, but it's literally like shouting level of volume. That was his snoring. And
It was his outdoor voice.
It
Yeah.
didn't help that it was a very echoey room we were in. It was like
And
the only
I just-
furniture in there was like 2 mattresses and a bed.
yeah, and it was just like, and that led into hysteria, where I just started laughing at the situation, how I was in this room for the next like 10 hours
Yeah.
with this snoring, and I just
Have
kept
fun,
laughing into
motherfucker.
my pillow. And so, I literally must have laughed myself back to sleep. So yeah, hysteria, it takes us all.
Oh god, it woke me up out of my sleep. I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake. Ah, fuck. So,
Oh, shit.
Oh man. But yeah, so that's been our Warwick adventure so far.
Yeah, this town is incredibly pretty though.
Mhm.
Like, there are just roses just in the street. Like, because
Yeah.
it's
Paved
called the
with
City of
gold.
Roses, even though it's a very small town, but it's called the City of Roses.
Yeah.
Like, there are roses everywhere. Like, there are flowers all over this fucking place.
The
Like,
guys have literally walked to the town. By the
there
way.
are primary schools, right? And there's just like a garden of roses out the front, and no children are pissed in it. Like, wow, this is the country.
Because of discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The discipline that Stuart had to go through.
I'm not sure if it still goes on today.
we saw all 9 churches.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were like 2 more than Stuart remembered.
Mhm. Oh cool, we're getting visitors. And by visitors, I mean random strangers.
It's
Oh.
okay. Everyone's a friend in Warwick,
Everyone's a friend in Warwick.
That's when we get
except for
beat
those
up.
pedophiles.
No, he's too much of a friend. No, that's what's happening there. But so what I was gonna say, Jesse, what have you been doing this week?
Well, besides getting blisters and sunburn, playing a bit of XCOM.
XCOM?
Yeah, it was on special on Steam. I thought I'd pick it up again.
So the original or like?
No, the remake thing.
Okay. Now I'm assuming that Ryan's probably gonna be like, I know what it is, but just in case Ryan doesn't know what it is, can you explain it?
Okay, so
Do you know what it is, Ryan? First.
Is it that game that's known for giving people nausea?
No.
No, it's a different game.
It's a squad-based RTS, I would call it. Squad-based, turn-based, like Hey, just imagine chess, but with aliens. There are aliens and there are humans, and you just gotta fight the aliens.
And kittens. Not chess, yeah.
But it's known for being a really harsh game. I wouldn't say difficult because as long as you're not an idiot, it's not that difficult. But like, it's very harsh. If you make a mistake. So like every person you have on your team, like they have one life, and if they die, you lose all of their you basically lose all of their levels and everything. You have to start again with a rookie.
Damn. That sucks.
But the story's pretty interesting, I think. It's made by Firaxis, and that's the same guys that made Civilizations. So that's the pedigree we're dealing with here.
Pedigree.
Yeah, I'm not too far into it though because I was busy just dying in the sun.
Dying in the sun. Okay.
Dying in the sun.
And when you get back to Brisbane, all this heat's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the prelude of the heat.
It's okay. I'll be in my
We got the
underwear.
DLC.
I'll be in my underwear playing XCOM with a fan on me. I can't do that here because
Don't have any of that.
too many people around.
We're in public.
Yeah. These guys weren't here.
No, let's
so-
be honest. It's just because you don't have your PC here.
Yeah. If I had PC, I'd be fine, man. That's all I need.
That's why I brought the laptop, eh?
Oh man.
Okay. Apart from that, anything else?
I don't think so. There's probably some that I'm forgetting, but it's the heat, Stuart.
It's the heat.
It's the heat.
I can feel it when I was lifting this to try and get a better spot. All the heat's burning my hands.
You're ruining everything.
Oh god, I'm ruining everything. It's just so that we can hopefully get a better flow.
Ryan?
But, Ryan, what are you up to?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Was it burping?
I did a bit of that. That's not me.
Ryan, why are you burping?
That's not me.
Ryan,
That's not me.
you're
It's
never
not
right.
me.
Jesus,
We're
Ryan.
not talking and burp at the same time.
I know, it's still.
I'm full miracles. But so
Say that in front of the fucking church, you disrespectful fuck. No.
Jesus.
That's church video.
Oh wait, that's supposed to be as well.
Oh wait, that's my view as well.
I feel so conflicted.
So basically this week, besides the usual work, I didn't pick up my comics so I came here. I went.
Oh wow. Oh my
I
god.
apologise to Ryan.
We can ruin.
Well, I delayed these guys from coming to Warwick on the Friday to see
Yeah.
the pig and calf?
Pig and calf in the Mardi Gras. All
Yeah.
the streets are filled up with stalls.
Fair enough.
He basically ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, I'm, what was it? My new, Ryan, the Destroyer of Christmas.
Yeah.
Destroyer of Worlds.
Destroyer of Worlds. Went to the A-League game that was on Friday, which was the Brisbane Roar versus the Sydney
Do
Sydney
people
FC.
know what the A-League is?
Alright, for you people not in Australia, the A-League is basically
A
your
bad soccer
football.
team. No.
No,
Do you like soccer but hate skill? You'll love the A-League.
Fuck you guys. They're trying, alright?
They're trying.
So yeah, it's football or soccer. It's the Australian Soccer League. So, and my team, Sydney FC, won. And one of my friends.
changed.
Yeah. Usually every time I go and see them, they lose. So.
Because they always lose. Because they're terrible.
Because it loses.
Just so you know, New South Wales is terrible.
Every time. Every time, every day.
God damn it.
That's
guys.
like the state slogan.
Oh.
Yeah. New South Wales, we're terrible.
Well, it's like they actually had that petition back in 2006 to call it the Dead Zone, and just what
I
was
voted
it?
for that.
Yeah, I did too, but apparently it didn't get through. Too much. There's too many New South Welshmen that just outvoted Queensland, including Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan the
It was originally just going to be napalmed, all of it, until it was just black and dead lands. But it was just like,
What an improvement.
and there's like,
there's a bee.
there's a bee.
There's a bee.
If Jesse has to be exceedingly careful or he'll be stung by a bee. You'll hear it here first.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a friend to all animals.
Oh shit, no.
Like,
See, the bee felt my good intentions and is left to find some more pollen. I can't kill it because bees are they're important.
yeah.
No.
Oh shit.
Where'd it go?
I don't know. We're all getting attacked by bees.
It's like flying near Jesse's face.
Oh god.
But yeah, so my team won. I was happy, and the person I went with, Nick, he goes for Brisbane Roar, and he was super pissed because the keeper was just dumbass and basically let.
Soccer.
Yeah, he ruined the game.
Not
for
good.
everyone. He got booed walking off the pitch. It's pretty funny.
They call it a pitch in soccer?
Yes.
They call
Not
it
a
pitch.
field?
Like soccer, you got your soccer pitch or your soccer field.
I thought a pitch was more of a cricket thing.
Yeah, isn't it a cricket pitch?
Yes, but you can't
You're the
call
sports
it a pitch.
guy, Ryan.
Yes, you can call it a
You
pitch.
should
though.
know this stuff.
Fucking hell, guys.
Why don't you know this?
Yeah, geez, is it Marvel? It's fucking bees on my arm again.
It's trying to get pollen from your shirt.
You know what? Why don't you get a Hulk
Because it's the shade. It's the same color as those roses over there, the faded pink.
Fuck. Okay,
Oh shit.
It's just going around Jesse's ear.
I have no pollen for you. I didn't know that wearing this shirt would get me killed by bees.
Well, that's what happens. They don't like Ohio.
This would be the worst place to go if you're allergic to bees, though, because like, there's just flowers.
On the plus side, if it tries to sting you, that'll be the
The end of it.
that'll be the end of it.
But that's bad though, because I want the bee to live.
Yeah.
But there's plenty more bees.
Well, just don't be threatening to it. This is going. Welcome to the B-cast, everybody.
The bee cast.
There you go, you named it.
Bzz, 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 bzz.
We're the B team, the B cast.
Yeah.
Happy because I'm here.
Yeah.
Instantly downgraded.
But anyway, apart from that, Ryan, because no one cares about soccer.
I'm just getting a whole bunch of shit delivered to my house from eBay. I'm just like, fucking, I've got to stop
All
buying
those
stuff.
dragon dildos.
No.
It's from last week.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What about you, Stuart? You had an interesting story.
Yeah, I've been working on a project that I can't talk about, so that's amazing.
That's right. Anything else? Any
No,
media?
that's pretty much
Any
been
old media?
old media. Oh, old media. I see where you're going.
Yeah,
with Jesse.
I have to fucking.
Jesse jogs my memory. So I had a bit of free time because I try and take an hour break every 12 hours of
For
work.
Sandy.
Yeah. And so I watched a couple of old Universal classic monster movies. I'm only going to talk about a few because I've actually done a couple of videos
Oh shit.
on the other ones. So, you know.
We're up for that.
Yeah, so there you go. That's something that's coming out for the future. A peek behind the veil.
What a veil.
I know, right? But the ones that I saw were Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
So spooky.
So spooky, too spooky for you.
5 spooky, 7 me.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
The Hunchback.
The Hunchback?
Hunch?
That's the
Hunch?
original pronunciation.
Yeah, man. Don't you speak French?
No.
That's Hunchback. Yeah, it's German.
And it was in black and white, or as the French say. Oh wait, what would it actually be? It would be noir and blanc.
Blanc.
Is that what they call it? Is that why that wine's called Blanc?
Yeah, it's white.
Okay. Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon blanc. But
It's
it,
so cultural.
but yeah, and I saw Phantom of the Opera, which is, you know, I've seen it before, but it's one of my favourite ones. No, from 1925, where it's silent.
There's still piano in silence.
Oh yeah, with this one, yes. With Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, no, it's just completely silent. But Phantom of the Opera, it's got those title cards
Oh shit.
where it's like, this is such and such is happening.
How could you?
But the whole time I was watching it, it was like, you know, the Phantom's been a real dick, but then at the end he has this one saving grace moment, and that's just like all the people in the town think he's literally a phantom, and that he's like magic, and then at the end when the town or the crowd's about to like come and beat him to death because they're chasing him, they found him, he's standing by the river, and he holds up his hand. And then everyone like gets scared because like, oh, he's got like a bomb in his hand and he's got magic and blah blah blah. And then he just opens up his hand and there's nothing, and he just laughs at everyone while they just swarm in and start beating him.
What a boss.
And I'm like, that's a pretty good way to die. Well, not really.
They
But
beat him to death and threw him in a
they beat
river.
him to death and then threw his corpse in a river. But yeah,
As is tradition.
as is tradition in France, whenever you come across deformed people. That's a Tour de France, isn't it? Well, but apart from that, no, I've just been working. So yeah, that's pretty much what everyone's been doing this week. Now it's time to talk on some topics. One of the topics I was going to talk about is lost films. Because going through that, I found out that the first werewolf film ever and one of the first Universal monster movies was like literally just Werewolf from 1913, and it is about a woman, like a Native American woman, who the white man comes, destroys a lot of her people's areas, blah blah, running with wolves. But it's like her daughter has the ability to turn into a wolf.
It's pretty possibility.
And
That'd be a low. No.
so because it's a lost film, I can spoil it because there's no way of ever watching it. But so in a werewolf, there's the daughter. She's like got this like strong lover, and then this white dude comes along and he's just like, she looks pretty hot, so I'm gonna kill her, like essentially her husband, her partner. So he does. He kills her husband, and she's like, no. And then she turns into a wolf and wants to go maul him, and then he holds up the cross, and then she's like,
God damn it.
and she goes away. But anyway,
I've never seen this before, but I fear it for some reason.
so it cuts to the next lifetime, and this dude he's out with like this woman, and he's out on the prairie and whatnot, and pretty much the woman that he's like his bride gets mauled by this wolf, and then it turns back into that woman, and she's just like, yeah, I knew it was you. I knew that you reincarnated into this body, your spirit.
What?
Yeah. So pretty much it's just like, that's why your wife died, and then the dude's just like, no. And I don't know how to feel, because I'm like, I don't know if reincarnation in that, story, you remember all your things.
Probably not.
Because then it's just like, this dude did nothing wrong and his wife got mauled by wolves.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
But yeah, so that
But
was...
is it like he has a capacity to do that? Just like, if you're a jerk in a past life, are you a
Yeah,
jerk in a present life?
I suppose it's like if you were a jerk in your past life, the whole reincarnation thing is like, you'd come back and then you'd get bad karma heading your way in the next life.
Even though the whole point of reincarnation is to like be better than your past life.
Well, yeah, but I guess it's like he didn't get the point of being a human, so yeah, that's why he comes back as a human. But once again, I don't think any of us up here are familiar with like the Hindu reincarnation theory enough to talk about it. So, but yeah, and it's lost, and I was like, that's annoying because no one will ever see it. Everyone who's ever seen it because it came out like 1913 and it was lost in the fire of 1924.
Was that great studio fire?
Yeah, and it was just lost forever, and no one will ever see that again. And pretty much everyone who's ever seen it is either 90 years old or dead. So it's like, how do you guys feel? Do you even care that something is lost forever? Or
Well, a bit of history. It's pretty sad when history is lost. So.
But here's the thing: what if Machine Head was lost?
Fuck. No, fucking machine. I wouldn't care, because that's not history, that's a piece of shit.
But that's the same thing though.
Yeah.
No, what was?
Well, that's the
what
first Machine Head film.
Yeah.
Fucking. Yeah, but what in the future it's like, here's a museum of Machine Head. Maybe to the
Here's a
band.
museum of werewolves.
It could be.
Maybe.
You can make
They've got
one.
those wax museums
Of werewolves.
of werewolves and other such
Just
monsters.
werewolves.
Wax wolves.
Wax wolves.
When
That'd
you
be a
get-
good feat, right?
when wax melts on you under a full moon, you turn into a wax wolf, and you have to run out in public and you burn people with your melted wax.
If you get burnt by a
And
were
infect.
candle,
Yeah, if you get burnt by a were candle, then you turn into a wax wolf.
Fucking wear candles are everywhere.
oh.
But yeah, so okay, do you think that all films should permanently have copies of them?
Not all films.
Because that means, by saying all films, I'm also saying all the bad films as well. Every film
Yeah.
ever made should have a copy of it hidden safely somewhere.
I think it's always good to just like have like, because even if it's like it's art, so it's all subjective. Remember, so you might think Machine Head is the worst ever, but someone else might think it's amazing. So like just because you think it's terrible, it might be like it's never good to just lose something forever.
Yeah.
And also, it's like, say, like, you didn't keep like certain movies, possibly would be doomed to repeat it. So someone could have like remake Machine Head without accidentally knowing.
Mechanical Face.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be great, man.
Oh,
I would watch Mechanical Face.
Dude, you gotta
well, we watched
Mechanical
Machine
Face.
Head.
I haven't seen Machine Head.
Oh man, you're
I
lucky.
wasn't there that day.
That's
That
lucky.
fateful day.
But yeah,
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna look it up and enjoy this pictures this party, right?
But because there's a lot of films that Macca watches that are really questionable, and I think that some of them aren't even like legal. But you know,
What kind of films do?
they're very childlike.
He's into the lolicon.
Lolicon. Well, you know, even Macca himself, if you ever meet him, go up to him and be like, hey man, I drew a picture of you in a lolicon because I knew it's your favourite kind
You
of thing.
as a lolicon.
He'll probably sign it and then be like, here you go man, I completely endorse this.
He'll sign Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
True art.
And then he'll start painting half of his face and doing swantons off a bus.
He'll botch it terribly and
Yeah.
like, break his back with that one.
But hey, you'll have the memories.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, okay, so getting into some, gaming news, a surprise that, hit almost everyone except a few people that were just, everyone thought that they were bullshitting, but released on Xbox Live Arcade is San Andreas.
Oh,
Just
cool.
a high definition version of San Andreas from Grand Theft Auto.
Really? Is it on Steam?
And it's going for something like $4.
That's not
Wow.
bad.
I actually might pick that
Like a
up.
HD remake.
Yeah, of San Andreas.
That's pretty cool, actually.
And that's like for...
Is it supposed to be the best one? People like to say, like, oh, that's the best one.
Well, I enjoyed that one the most.
I liked Vice City more,
Mm.
just because I'm an 80s
See,
kind
I've
of
only
guy.
played like GTA 3, Liberty City Stories, and like the newer ones.
Well, how I played GTA was like 1, 2, San Andreas. So I'm like, whoa, look at this fucking
yeah,
step.
like, that'd be a fucking shot.
Well, yeah, it was just like, for me, the same thing. It was like 1, 2, and then it was something to do with like Britain. Like there was one of the Grand Theft Autos that was like just based in London or
Is
something.
that the school kid one or?
No,
Bully?
not Bully. But it's like there was a Grand Theft Auto that was literally like, you're just in those old cabbie things. But anyway, and then I went
Hello, Governor.
3, and I never finished 3. I just constantly took people up to the train tracks and let them get run over so I could pick up their money.
I used to just get the bomb cars over and over again. Just detonate them in their own place.
You try and build. I tried to build a blockade of cars,
Yeah.
and
They
because
disappear, though.
yeah, they have a
Bullshit.
limit on screen. So when they blow up for a certain amount of time, they start disappearing.
No. They have the same limit in GTA 5 though.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. You walk down the street, you can cut disappears.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's like a fucking 7 GB install on your Xbox as well.
Yeah.
So I hope you got space, guys. But
I didn't.
So how did you play it on your
Um,
Xbox?
Well, I can install it the first time, but
Oh.
I can't like you say you install it the second time to like lower the loading time sort of thing. I couldn't do that because like I have 15 gigabyte fucking hard drive.
Oh, wow. I can only imagine for those people that had like the original Xbox, it's gone now. But yeah. So Vice City is probably my favorite, just because it's set in the 80s. The radio is always 80s music, and it's like there's neon everywhere.
That's when you were born, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was born in the 80s. So that's why, I've always loved that age.
What was it for me? I hardly remember any of the music from San Andreas besides that, like the main thing.
Oh,
When you load it up, because I had just all my music on the Xbox, so I was just listening to a whole bunch of different.
That's right. The
music.
Xbox had cool features like that.
Yeah.
PS3 didn't have that.
really?
They used stuff with the radio. Like I know, like because Benici, fucking Benici,
Hmm.
he was talking about like, oh, I just had like a fucking my like it's like a mixtape sort of thing.
Yeah.
On GTA 4, but you didn't have that in PS3.
Oh, wow, that sucks.
Yep.
Well, one of the things I was going to ask, can we all agree that Grand Theft Auto 4 is not worth a 10 out of 10?
No.
No.
What I remember is you, Jesse, playing. This is the only memory of GTA 4 I have.
Does it
is-
involve a mystical experience?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very mystical.
It's so mystical. Shake that ass. Watch yourself.
Yeah. And
Shake
just,
your bumper.
yeah. And yeah, it's just going to the strip club and just shoot. Or was it not paying for dances and then shoot the cops?
Yeah.
And then
Did you
like
get thrown out, or?
No, they just
Yeah.
pull guns out, start shooting.
yeah, and then he waited in the corner until the cops were like, where did he go?
And then it's walk back in.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies.
Apparently the Ballad of Gay Tony was better.
Apparently.
And this is all because you guys get to hear the live country sound effects.
Of
So
a yapping dog.
We're actually in Warwick. We're in a sound studio.
We're in space.
We're in a sound studio doing all this complex mixing that's fucking up the audio. We did that unintentionally,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're artists. This is what we do.
Jeff Hardy's.
but not as Jeff Hardy as one of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so San Andreas, Xbox Live.
Cool.
did anyone here think that Grand Theft Auto 5 was worth 10 out of 10?
I would give it like an 8.
Was it better
really
than?
good.
Oh, you did, Ryan?
No, I'm like, I haven't played it. I've seen my brother play it, and it's just like, what did he go and do? He like, with him and his bunch of schoolmates, they like brought really flash like Ferraris and Lamborghinis. They had got them spray painted white suits and animal masks, and they were going around just shoot like people and playing the mini games and shooting other people online. Like that's GTA.
Well, I remember reading this story about this Los Santos biker club online. I'm trying to remember their name, but it currently escapes me. But it's like this one server, and it's like it had this entire bikie club of like 2,000 plus members, and it's like, you know, you're only a patch until you get to a certain rank. It's like you always have to listen to your commander and whatnot. And it's like everyone who was in that thing had strict rules to follow, and if they broke the rules or anything, everyone else in the gang would just constantly kill them and grief them. There was there's a territory in Los Santos where they would always just ride around. So it's like if you went into that area, then you were in their territory, and they would just kill you. And they would like 24/7. This clan of real players would just, you know, alternate between shifts of just driving around on their motorcycles with like the club patch, and yeah, and it's like you weren't allowed to leave that territory unless you were a nomad, and then you could just drive around the city and try and find recruits. But yeah,
I suppose it's better than doing it in real life.
yeah, well, definitely. But I don't know, I couldn't see myself. Maybe it's just because I don't take well to authority.
It's fucking boring, though.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's just drive around here for a couple of hours. Like, that's all you're doing.
Yeah, and apparently they have constant, like, skill, like, things. Like, they constantly have to do training, warfare and whatnot. So, like, they do, like, an all-team deathmatch to try and get everyone's skills up. And that's, like, mandatory, and if you miss...
But there's auto-aiming in that.
Oh, yeah. So I don't even know how that works.
Like, I don't know. GTA 5 isn't about like your skill, it's about how much goofy stuff you can do.
Like, for example?
It sounds like it's
It was like
coming out to like
let's get like a big helicopter and just like pick up a car and like drive it like drop it off of like the big mountain. Like it's not about like oh look how skillful, it's about look how hilarious this is.
Well, I like it how there was a couple of like Easter eggs like referencing other games that Rockstar had made. I won't spoil it for people. I thought that was a cool thing.
Well, it's like, I have no idea what they are, but whatever.
I'll tell you off the air.
Is it such a big spoiler if it's just an Easter egg? Like, is it going to influence the game?
I can't remember if
People
it's actually...
Google
I can't remember if it's part of the story, so...
Okay, well, if it's part of the story, then... But anyway. It's probably just going to be something to Red Dead Redemption anyway.
Yeah.
Probably.
So, work it out.
But yeah, apart from that, there's a whole bunch of controversy going on at the moment.
Again?
Once again, in the gaming industry.
Is this...
Oh, do you know what it is? Just
no.
say what... Oh, okay. Do you know what it is?
Is it about that hatred game?
Yes. Hatred. What do you guys think? Like, okay, so
I haven't seen any gameplay, so...
For the uninitiated people that know nothing about it, Hatred is a game where you play as a guy who would like to kill everybody in his town. There is not so much an objective as it is to see how much people you can kill before you yourself get killed. And the reason it's getting a lot of controversial light shed on it is because every time you kill someone, it's usually a very brutal way, and these people have done nothing wrong. They're just regular civilians, and you're sort of taking the, ground of a psychopath. So, I don't know. I don't think it's not the first game to do something like this, because Jesse and I were talking the other day that like Manhunt was like much more violent.
They were convicts though.
Yeah.
You were fighting other convicts.
But it's like violence is
Even
nothing
like
new to video games. So.
It just seems like the natural progression from GTA though. It's like, oh, this is just like one part of GTA that's just like make it like a full game.
Well, what do you think, Ryan?
Personally, I'm like, I won't go and play it. I don't care for the game, and I think that's what most people instead of getting flustered about and having a bitch about everything like these days.
I think games like Saints Row and GTA, they avoid this.
They had to take it out.
That was a mothers association. Didn't take it out.
It
no,
always
still
is.
They took out
A drug scene.
An anal probe.
Really?
There
was
was a
there like a
gun.
drug scene they took out in Australia though?
No, okay, what there was, right? So one of the people, they get the superpowers by smoking crack. So like
Yeah, right.
they just changed the what they say at the end is like, I don't feel any different, and then they get powers. So it's not because they smoke crack, it's because they didn't feel it from the crack. It's just very really minor change.
He's a superhero who smokes crack.
Yep, that's Batman. But
Yeah, so to wrap that whole hatred thing up, I don't care. It's not going to bother me. It's not like someone's in my face going to say, you must play this, or you will die, or...
well, you know, we're going to be doing a playthrough of it, so
Yeah.
you have to play this or you
She
will
was going
die.
to put in your face, you have to play this.
Or you will die. So, I
They
mean,
feel that now, right?
Just going to lift up my hand at the riverbank and be like,
And then they beat you to death.
yeah. But ultimately, I take a similar stance to Ryan in the fact that it's like, if you don't like it, don't buy it. It's
Yeah.
that simple. Like if you're like,
it's the same problem with like censorship. It's like if you don't like it when it's like
yeah,
just don't buy it.
just don't buy it. Don't support it. If
Yeah.
you're like, if you buy it, then you give it money.
you
Oh
talk
god,
about
oh
it.
god, oh god, oh god.
If you talk about
It's
it,
only gonna be dragged.
it's going to be it's getting like advertising because it's like, oh, this game. So people are like, oh, what is this? And go
I
and look it
haven't
up.
heard anything about this actually.
I heard like very few bits and pieces, and I'm like, I do not care.
But I ignore all media.
Are you ready for noise?
Break the noise down.
Noise is bad to noise.
So today, something that we might be watching, we don't know yet.
Maybe.
Hell in a Cell. What do we think?
How?
You know?
What are the matches? What are the matches?
The only match that I
Well,
can remember.
Who's
you
Kane
got John
going to
Cena.
this time?
John Cena versus Randy Orton.
Oh, because
I love that match from 10 years ago.
Well,
feel
you gotta
so-
love it again.
I feel so sorry for Randy Orton because it's just like, fuck, can I just
I can
go
wrestle.
home?
Why do
Why do I have to go a whole...
Okay, so do you feel more bad for him or for Dolph Ziggler, who's just not wrestling anyone?
Dolph Ziggler's going up against Cesaro
Yeah,
for the
Oh,
Intercontinental
He's
Championship.
Intercontinental Champion. I know.
That,
He won it back
that
from
might
Miz.
be the one fucking match to watch.
What about the Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose one?
Oh,
Dean fucking Ambrose. Yeah.
That could be good actually.
I
Here's
hope-
the thing: if that match isn't good, I'm like
How many Hell in a Cell matches will there be in Hell in a Cell?
two. I'm gonna say two.
Two.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be John Cena and Randy Orton, also Dean Ambrose and Seth
Also,
Rollins.
Sting will appear and be like, "Sup, I'm saving this company."
Yeah, he'll show up and he'll just like hit everybody with a baseball bat.
Yes. And he's like, "Are you supposed to Dean Ambrose?" Like, "No, you're cool."
Yeah.
And he just keeps giving it.
Yeah, he'll go to hit Dean Ambrose and then he'll just put out his hand for a handshake.
Yeah.
What was it? You were showing us the promotional posters, and it's just like the Cell is hell, or whatever it is, and it's got fucking Big Show, and he's doing
Like,
his like
he's
knockout punch, and he's just like fucking shit-eating grin. And
Well,
it's,
yeah.
It's
He's,
like,
he's
what?
New Year's baby.
fuck.
Well,
But he's versing Rusev. I'm like,
Rusev,
oh,
yeah.
He's the baby monster. Rusev is so hype, man.
Yeah.
well, it's like Big Show's gonna be versing Rusev for America.
That worked so well last time for America, didn't it?
Last 3 times.
When was the last time Big Show won anything on a pay-per-view?
Didn't he? No, he won that match with Rey Mysterio on that 4-way tag team.
But that's Rey
But it
Mysterio.
wasn't for the belt.
It's against Rey Mysterio.
But was
though.
it?
He's had knee surgery like 113 times.
And what belt was it for?
It wasn't for a belt. It was just a fucking desert match.
Why is it for?
Oh, okay.
That's a maybe match there.
Or it could have been on SmackDown. I can't tell anymore.
I can't tell the difference between a pay-per-view and SmackDown.
That's bad.
Yeah.
TNA's the same thing, but it's for the opposite reason.
It's just like everything's like at such a high caliber for the most part, and so it's just like, oh, good quality wrestling here, good quality wrestling on the pay-per-view.
Well, it's like next week, Bobby Roode gets a chance to...
Bobby Roode, Bobby Roode, Bobby Roode. Kurt Angle, he's in Sharknado too.
Really?
I wasn't lying about that.
We have to fucking watch that
No,
movie now.
I wanna watch-
We're watching that fucking movie, Ryan.
But
Watch it
you
or
know
you
about
will
Kurt Angle.
die.
You've seen all Kurt Angle stuff. I know you have.
I saw the part 1 of the Kurt Angle one.
Yeah.
How many hours is that shit?
That's
Part
4
one,
hours.
4 hours, yeah.
Jesus.
I've seen him wrestle in Japan.
And you saw his documentary as well.
But anyway, so it's going to be Bobby Lashley versus Bobby Roode.
Oh shit.
And guess who the special referee is?
Bobby Roode.
Get out of here.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah, Kurt Angle, Bobby Kurt Angle. Because he's just like, I'm going to make shit go, make shit go right. I'm going to be reffing this
He's
match.
gonna be the Sid Justice of this generation.
Sid Justice of this generation. That's cool. There's a throwback reference.
And yet, that's on a standard house show. And I know there's quite a few people who pissed. It's like, why didn't you do this for Bound for Glory? Well,
Because Great Muda.
yeah,
Like, fuck.
that main event was awesome.
It's great Muda, guys. Great Muda.